Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. You know, you hear me talking many times in different ways about the importance of having a group of people, because you cannot do everything by yourself, right? No man is an island. You got to sleep sometime. You may need help, blah, blah, blah. And yet in the survivalist community, we hear over and over again, I can't find anybody, I can't, trust anybody, you don't know where I live, whatever. My mom used to tell me, if you want to have a friend, be a friend. Yeshua said, no man has a greater friend than this, than he lays down his life for his brother, right? So we had a sister coming back to Shofar Mountain. She's moving here from the East Coast, and her husband is overseas. She has a 2-year-old daughter. She's pregnant, and she's moving to the Ozarks, and then her husband is going to join us here when he returns from overseas. And she's hauling a trailer with livestock in it and all her earthly possessions, and like I said, her daughter and her unborn baby. And so she gets, several hours into her journey. There's nothing to go back to at this point. Clear right. And her truck has a terrible breakdown. And so what does she do? Her husband's gone. She's alone. It's late. She calls other fellow Hebrew Israelites who she has met by going to GOTS, and specifically she calls Straightway, another community out there towards the East Coast. So what does Straightway do with this sister who they don't really even know? They've met her, but they don't know her yet. They dispatch immediately 2 brothers with a truck to go get her 4 hours away. Then they grab her and her possessions. They get her truck taken to a place that'll fix it. They hook up her trailer and her stuff, and they drive 4 hours back to Straightway, where they take care of her, put her up, treat her like a sister, get her critters bedded down. And then the next day, they drive 4 hours back with her so that she can pick up her truck, 4 hours back the other way to Straightway. Straightway's a busy place. They have stuff to do. But this is a sister in need. And so they do this trip for her and make sure she gets hooked up correctly, her trailer hooked up, and all her stuff packed, and let her spend another night there at Straightway, feed her, house her, take care of her, protect her, and then they launch her on her way. And so she's launched on her way, and she's going to stay with another brother and sister who she met at GOTS, about halfway between Straightway and here. And she'll get there late on what y'all call Friday night, and then she'll spend Shabbat with that family, and then she will launch on first day, Sunday, and complete her journey here to Shofar Mountain. So all the way, halfway across the country, more than halfway across the country, she has help. She has people who will take care of her and her children and her stuff and make sure she's okay. Do you have that? Because like I said, my mom said, if you want a friend, you got to be a friend. If you want to be community, if you want to have the access to community, you got to be willing to give to community. You have to be willing to put yourself a little bit lower, your wants, needs, and desires, a little bit lower than the greater good of the whole. When you do that, wonderful things can happen. We try to take care of each other. I hope you either have a group or are working on a group, either have a network or are working on a network, are reaching out to people and establishing a network of people that you can rely on, that you can depend on when things get tough. Things to think about. Hey, bless you, Straightway. Bless you, Brother Vernon and Scott. See you out there.